Hi, my name is Nisha Zollinger, and I'm going to teach you 4 quick preps to get the most benefit out of your downward facing dog. So start by standing, make sure that your feet are parallel, firm up your leg muscles, and start to connect with your breath. As you breathe in the next time, see if you can find a little more space from your hips to your armpits. We'll call that the side bodies, so lengthen up there. And then we'll do a little bit of a wrist, arm, and shoulder warm-up by interlacing your fingers. Flip your hands inside out. With your next breath in, stretch your arms forward out in front of you, and as you exhale, draw your arm bones a little deeper into your shoulder sockets, and draw your shoulder blades down on your back without shortening your side bodies. Keeping that, breathe in to stretch your arms up toward vertical, maybe too vertical if you're really flexible in the shoulders, and breathe. Squeeze your upper arms toward one another and your forearms toward one another as you strongly flex your wrists. Take another deep breath, and with your next exhale, reach your hands forward and down. Other side, so you go for the other interlacing of your fingers. Flip your hands inside out, breathe in to stretch your arms forward, keeping the length through the side bodies from the hips to the armpits. Draw the arms into the shoulder sockets, shoulder blades draw toward your back pockets, engaging your lats without shortening the side ribs. As you breathe in the next time, reach your arms upward toward vertical, breathing as you go. Now from your pelvis, as you exhale, just push down into your feet. Keeping that, as you breathe in from your pelvis, reach up through your upper body, continuing to squeeze your upper arms and your forearms toward one another. And as you exhale the next time, release your arms down. So that was prep number 1. Prep number 2, you can use a windowsill, a table, a desk, a bar, or even the wall. I'm going to use the windowsill. And so you plant your hands on the windowsill or table, and then step your feet back so that you're an upside down letter L. Again, connect with your breath. Make sure that your second toes are pointing straight forward. You can bend your knees to unhook your hamstrings. As you breathe in, press your hands down into your surface so that you feel the undersides of the arms lifting and toning so that the armpits actually lift up. There should be a sense of your triceps really firming on to the undersides of your arm bones, feeling how that affects your shoulders. Now again, draw your shoulder blades down on your back, but not so much, just engaging your lats. Keeping that with your knees bent, reach your hips back to get more traction in your spine. Now charge up your leg muscles, engage the backs of the legs and the fronts of the legs to move your legs even more straight, keeping all of the length of your back. Check in with your breath. And really extend long between your head and your tail. So you're getting lots of what we call axial extension, length between the head and the tail through the entirety of the spine. And as you exhale the next time, you can bend your knees and step forward. So now come down to your hands and your knees. And place your hands under your shoulders, and specifically you want about the center of your wrist creases as wide as your outer shoulders. Your feet can be flexed or pointed, and knees are under the hips. Spread your fingers out evenly and make sure that the wrist creases are parallel to the front of the mat. So this is important for the integrity of your wrists. Now, as you breathe in, keeping the length from head to tail, draw your head and tail upward as your belly descends. And as you exhale, draw your head and tail downward as your belly lifts. And then repeat that a few more times. So breathing in, head and tail lift. Exhale, head and tail draw down. Breathing in, seek space in the side bodies and the length of your spine. Exhale, keep seeking that length even as you go into this flexed position of your spine. Let's take one more round, just getting used to your hands bearing some weight. And then come back to neutral spine. So That was prep number 3. Prep number 4 we'll call puppy pose. So it's a hybrid of a child's pose between a downward facing dog. So as you can see, I'm walking my knees back, but I'm keeping my hands planted where they are. With the knees walking back, I then reach my hips up and back, knees stay planted, and check in with breath. Breathe deeply. Now this is a lot of work in the arms and the shoulders. So this is where you teach yourself how to bear the weight in your hands by pressing each finger pad down. Make sure that the inner hand is pressing down as much as the outer hand, and feel the work in the arms that comes from that. As you breathe in, use the muscular work from the arms to lift the arms up, drawing the arm bones into the shoulder sockets and shoulder blades toward your back pockets. Keeping that, reach from your shoulders out through your hips. So you're actually stretching your spine long. Keep length between head and tail for about 2 more breaths. And then come on up. So for the full pose, downward facing dog, if you feel ready to do it, the hands and the arm work are going to be the same. We're just, as it was in puppy pose, we're just going to add the lower body. So again, you walk your knees back, every finger pad roots down, connect with your breath, push down a little bit more through the index finger and thumb mounds of the hands to feel the forearms squeezing in. As you breathe in, lengthen your side bodies. As you exhale, draw your shoulder blades on your back and slightly down your back, again without shortening your side bodies. Keep that. With your next breath in, lift your knees and your hips. Charge the leg muscles to press the legs back away from the shoulder girdle as you breathe here. So if you need to get more weight off of the hands, bend your knees to get your hips to move away from the hands, and you can move toward straightening the legs. There's no rush. Do charge up your leg muscles and use them to press the thighs back. Now from the upper back, as you exhale, push down and out through the hands, and as you breathe in, keep that from the upper back, reach up through the hips. Full stretch. And as you exhale, you can lower your knees down. And there we have it, 4 preps in downward facing dog.